Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanna. If you're new, if you're old, thank you guys for coming back. Today I'm going to show you guys how I lay my frontal. Y'all know I've been rocking the frontal. I haven't had one in probably the last 2 months. I just been wearing like little different styles and wearing regular wigs, but I knew I wanted a frontal for my gender reveal, which is tomorrow. I'm so excited about that, but I'm actually in a rush. I'm about to go to a baby shower. Y'all know I'm always doing my hair at work, so I'm at work right now, and I just changed my clothes into this outfit. So for the remainder of this video, I don't look this cute, okay? I just want to show you guys how I laid my frontal. I used GOT2BE gel and GOT2BE spray. I didn't use any bolt hold or any of those type of glues or anything like that. And I'm just going to show you guys how I do the stocking cap method. And I think I showed you guys a little bit of plucking, but I didn't go into depth. If you guys want a separate video on how to pluck, then I can do that, because I think my plucking skills have really went up. I've figured it out, a way to do it. But this is my frontal. It looks super natural, looks good to me. To this side. I didn't really style it. This here is body wave, and I didn't want to do too much to it because I'm probably gonna wear it straight tomorrow for my party, or curl it. So I didn't want to do anything to it right now, and it's raining, so it's not that deep. Also, if you guys want to see how I make my frontal wigs, I have a video on that. You guys can check out that video first, and then maybe come back to this video to see how I style it. But I did that video a little while ago, but this is, I did it the exact same way. I'm just applying this one actually with the glue. The last one was glueless. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer those, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm on YouTube, guys.
Are ya? Are ya? Hey guys, so this voiceover is not gonna be so detailed because everything is pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm just gonna start off by plucking the frontal wig that I just created. Again, if you guys want to see how I create my frontal wigs, I have a whole video on that. I will link it down below. You guys can go check that out. But basically, you just want to part out the front, which is your baby here. You guys forgive me if I get out of breath. I am pregnant, and I get out of breath. But basically, you want to just part out the front baby here, and just keep parting and plucking so that it doesn't look so thick at the front. And you just want to do that at least 5 times, going back 4 or 5 times. It depends on how much you like plucked. And you want to make sure you're using the slanted side of the tweezers, so that you can know here it's actually coming out, but you also don't want to rip the lace. And then you just want to comb to make sure here it's getting out. So basically, this is what one side looks like plucked, and the other side is not plucked, as you can see. And so I'm basically just doing the exact same thing on this side. I think one side always comes out better than the other side, but with practice, I guess you can figure it out. Okay, so now I'm basically just going to use a razor comb to cut out these baby hairs. Now, some people do this after the wig is already applied to their head, but usually the people that do that, they're using like stronger glue, so you know that your lace is not going to lift. But I'm only using GOT2BE, so it's not the strongest glue you can use. It's not glue at all. It's gel, it's just strong, but it's not the strongest. So I like to just get this part out the way so that when I go to lay my frontal down, this is pretty much already done. And I'm just doing a mock swoop with them just to make sure I cut enough and cut them short enough to swoop around. Just seeing what it's looking like and seeing if I plucked well enough. This side came out like perfect. So I went ahead and washed my entire unit because I haven't washed it since I constructed it. And I know I'm going to wear a middle part, so I'm basically just getting a feel of where my middle part is going to be and combing it down, combing those baby hairs out. And I'm going to use mousse to lay it down. And basically I'm just swooping those baby hairs the same way I did it for practice. I'm doing it for real with the mousse, being that my part is in and I know exactly where they're going to go. And after I finish doing that, I'm going to take my handy dandy wrap strips and tie it down and place my wig under the dryer so that those baby hairs can set in. So I got me some fresh braids, fresh gel braids, and I'm going to use GOT2BE gel. This is in the yellow one, the yellow tube. This is the one I usually use, but I'm starting to actually despise this daggone gel because it's just cakey. It's like really annoying. But yeah, this is the one in the yellow. And then I'm going to use a skin tone colored cap. I have to search all over the freaking world for these. Certain beauty supply stores don't have this color. But if you can try to find one your color, it's easier than trying to put makeup all over it. A light one, but I've used both and they all serve the same purpose. It's just more flush when you use your skin tone. And I'm just applying more so that can get hard. And I'm using the cool setting. No, actually I'm using a hot setting or warm so that can get hard on my bald cap. And then you want to just cut it off and cut around. I actually hate this step because you never know how long it's really going to take for it to dry. Sometimes it's easier to just spray it down with the spray and don't use the gel at all. The GOT2BE spray, and it goes a little faster, but it depends on what you have time for. And you basically just want to cut off all of the excess cap. Chop, 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 chop. And when I have like extra fuzzies that are like lifting up, I just spray it with GOT2BE spray. And then I just use the blow dryer again to flatten it out so that my bald cap is smooth. The sides is always the trickiest part. And just melt it down with my comb. Before I get ready to apply the wig, I make sure I wipe all of that excess gel off my face with 90% alcohol. And here's my wig out of the dryer, looking all slick and slack. And I'm just going to try it on to see how far down I want to place it on my head. Try it on. See what I'm talking about? You see how that glue get on my daggone wig? I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it. You just want to make sure it's laying right and fitting right before you go gluing it down on your head. So I'm going to cut out where my ears are, which are your ear tabs. With this particular frontal, it kind of fits my head super snug, so I really didn't need to cut much. It worked this time, but when I went to apply it again the second time, I feel like I had to stretch my lace a little bit. But it depends on the size frontal you get. This is not the most high quality frontal out there in the world, so it kind of like literally just fits my head. And I have an average size head, so kind of annoying. But you just basically cut off right where your ears are and make sure you leave a little sideburn for your wig so you don't have to stretch it like I be stretching it. But it looked good for this application. And that's what it looks like once it's all cut on both sides. And I'm just trying it on again to make sure that it's measuring up correctly. You're going to try on your wig like so many times before you actually glue it down, just to make sure it's right. I know I do, but that might just be the Virgo in me, perfectionist. And I'm going to put some powder on the lace that matches my skin, because this frontal, the knots don't bleach that well. Like literally, they don't bleach that well. So as you can see, I'm taking the black GOT2BE, and I only use this one because my coworker recommended that I use that one because it's less cakey. But upon wearing it, it doesn't last as long as the yellow one. Yes, it's clear and all that, but it doesn't last as long to me as the yellow GOT2BE. So it's probably just a personal choice. But I'm just putting that right in front of the cap. It's not on my hair. It's on my forehead, as you guys can see. Just run in my mouth. And then I'm going to blow dry that with the cool setting. I don't use warm for that, I use cool. And once it's tacky, you can start placing it down. This is the point where I'm like concentrating so hard. And I try not to use my fingers to place it down. I try to use the end of a comb to just lay it down. And take your time. I do side by side. And I'm just go slapping it on at once. Okay, so now that it's all laid down, I'm going to pluck my middle part a little bit more so it looks more natural. I'm just using the end of my tail comb and pulling. And if I were home, I would just, this would be the end. I'll probably just put a scarf on and just let that GOT2BE gel settle in. But I'm just putting more mousse on my baby hairs so that it's more swooped on my actual forehead. And then I'm going to sit under the dryer so that GOT2BE gel can really dry properly, giving me at least a week wear with this wig and not like a day or two. I always get at least a week out of my frontal installs when I use this method. I'm sure if I start using like not GOT2BE, Ghost Bond or Boho, I get like 2 weeks or more. I'm gonna order some and I will do a video using that as well. And as you guys know, handy dandy wrap strips. And I'm gonna sit my butt under the dryer, and that is pretty much all there is to it, you guys. Okay, as you guys can see, not only did I just get out the dryer, but I have on a whole new outfit. Got makeup on. I'm actually about to go to a baby shower, but I want y'all to get into my frontal. It's flawless, honey. And I didn't even use alcohol to wipe up the edges yet. But I could definitely say my plucking game has definitely improved. I definitely know the proper way to pluck now. So, I mean, I don't think I did it wrong before, but I think I was just a little bit scared to pluck too much. But I plucked. I'll fix my makeup now. I plucked for dear life, y'all. I love it. So if I want to wear it up like this, I was gonna style it for you guys, but when you guys are watching this, this is after my gender reveal. And I'm about to go to a baby shower right now that's actually starting. But I just haven't left the shop yet because I wanted to film this video for y'all. And he's pissing me off. Put it behind your ear. I think I might just leave it like this. I know some of you guys do your hair at home, so you might not have a hooded dryer and stuff like that. So that is why people use the hot comb to tame it down. But when you mold it down with the mousse and sit under the dryer with the wrap strips, that is basically substituting. Gotta wipe that off. That's substituting that step. But yes, you guys, this is how I want my hair. I just want it to look tussled. And as you guys can see, I lay my baby hairs down with mousse. I don't lay it down with the gel. I think it just looks more natural that way. It don't look plastered down.